Well, it's time for something completely different. We're taking a blast from the past. It's BattleTanx, the Nintendo 64. In this game, we'll commandeer a tank, traveling across the great United States, trying to save our woman. But we'll get into that. I think, personally, I've only touched this game maybe twice in my life, and probably over 20 years ago, because I really was into the sequel to this. But I figure, why not lead into the sequel with the prequel? So this will be basically blind. I only know a thing or two about the multiplayer. The campaign completely blind to me. But that doesn't matter so much. I like to pretend I know things anyway. If you followed any of my other series, you'll know that I try to be informative, even if I don't know what I'm talking about. So anyway, here we are in BattleTanx. We've got different modes. I'll get into that. I'm not quite sure what family mode would mean. Deathmatch is what you might expect. Battlelord, I think that's capture the flag. Annihilation is like an elimination match. And then the campaign is the story mode. You can play it with multiplayers. Obviously, I'm alone. I have no friends. Well, let's head on into it. Oh, one thing to note. One thing to note before I get in on it. I'll leave this on easy for now. But what I really want to show here is right here in the controllers. Because I forgot to do it myself. If you leave this on easy mode, as you can see, there's no strafe option. Okay? So what we want to do is have it in arcade mode so I can strafe. Because easy mode, basically, your turret is fixed, right? You're a tank, that turret, the famous tank turret that can, spin around, it's fixed to the front, okay? So whatever you're looking at, you can shoot. And then you have to kind of like back up and reverse just to aim. With arcade mode, you can actually swivel your turret around. I like that, okay? I like that. I believe the sequel, it's only like that. Except for a few tanks that simply don't have turrets. I can just turn unlimited ammo on? Anyway. Let's head on into the campaign. I do know a bit of the story here. I just don't know the specifics. Like, I know the whole deal of, well, hopefully they'll explain it so I don't have to trip over myself explaining it. The Fall. January 3rd, 2001. Why, that's today! The Center for Disease Control in Atlanta classifies a newly discovered virus as level 4 hot agent. I don't think it exists. For which there are no vaccines or cures. This virus is selective, choosing only females. It's 99.9% fatal. Queens, New York, March 23rd, 2001. That's today! Madison. Will you? No! She said yes, by the way. Bulletin. UPI focus. I can't read this. It's too fast. With female death rates increasing astronomically, the United States government declares martial law. Army and National Guard troops advance on all major cities, with orders to evacuate all females to secure quarantine zones in Northern California. That's where I live. Maybe. Yes? So yeah, the gist of it is that a virus has swept across the entire world, killing 99.9% of females. The remaining females are now, like... we'll probably get there. To help combat mounting unrest, the government forces are authorized to use deadly force against males opposing this action. Countries from around the world take similar precautions in hopes of preventing the spread of the X2 virus. Because it affects the people with the two X's. That's the women. Two X's. Back in Queens, I'll never let them take you away from me. They'll kill you, Griffin! Without you, I'm dead already. No, I'm dead anyway. Can I take that again? Wait a minute. Civil war erupts in America. Washington, D.C., April 19th, 2001. That's today! Renegade units of the National Guard split ranks and mutiny, joining civilian forces and fracturing the chain of military command. Civil war erupts across America as males organize militias to oppose government forces in an effort to protect their families. China invades Russia to secure their quarantine zones. It skipped ahead. Wait a minute. Now hold on. It's not important. It certainly sounds important, but it's not, I assure you. Can I just... Or has something gone tragically wrong here? No. Griffin, my love, I will have given myself up to the government forces. The choice I've made is for the best. Says you! For if I had stayed, you would have died trying to protect me. The thought of using you was too painful. I cannot let that happen. Oh no! A nuclear explosion! Madison! The aftermath. So the fall has happened, and now we have reached the aftermath. So pre-plague U.S. population 26 million, and now there is 50 million males with 50,000 females. That's a very terrible ratio. Civilization came to an end on May 6th, 2001. Today? The virus, having burned itself out, is no longer a threat. This is true. Viruses do burn themselves out. They get tired. The remaining survivors of the devastation now face extinction because for every 1,000 males, there's only one female. Over time, the males begin to regroup and form tribal gangs who, without the influence of female guidance, have reverted back to their most primitive instinct. I mean, this is true. Men without females do tend to turn out to be just kind of like apes, right? Just kind of little monkeys. Just running around throwing our poop, and that's us. Against overwhelming odds and unparalleled danger, Griffin Spade, our hero, now begins his journey across the wastelands of America to find and rescue Madison when there's nothing left to live for. What would you die for? I'm coming, Madison! Alright. So he's decided he's going to go get Madison now. Oh, the Rumble Pack. The weapons of choice for all gangs are the BattleTanx. Tanks are rebuilt and maintained using whatever scraps and spare parts can be salvaged from the aftermath of the apocalypse. The once great city known as New York is now a nightmare of scorched concrete canyons ruled by a mutant gang known as the Urban Decay. I mean, they're so cool. How can I go against them? Ground Zero. Our mission, destroy 5 tanks. You got it, coach. And away we go. I'm a little fast right now. Huh? So, I'm gonna shoot my cannon. We do have ammo. I have a radar. I'm just trying to destroy tanks. I'm just kind of taking shots for free. I don't like that. Oh, enemy tank? Well, you shouldn't have walked next to the explosive barrels. I don't know what to tell you. Does he drop health? No. Power up. I just want to say the sequel is a lot better than this, I would say. Oh, dear. From what I know, this game only has like 3 tanks. Like types of tanks. The sequel has like 7. So, that's why I'm a little like, So far, Urban Decay does not seem that bad. Oh. I'm kind of fast. Kind of zooming. This tank is basically the M1A1 Abrams. There will be another couple models that we'll get to, I'm sure. And I win. Yay! Woo! Winner is me! Yeah! Wait, I got 4 kills? Oh, there's a par time? Alright. No bonus tanks. No tanks lost. Cool. let's continue. Also, what I know is this is a kind of a short game. Having survived the urban Decay's forces in Queens, Griffin now heads towards what remains of Manhattan. Griffin will need to cross through the Queens Midtown Tunnel, which is named No Man's Land, because no man has ever crossed it and survived. But what they don't know is I'm a woman. I'm Joshin. All the women are dead or corralled. So my mission is to cross through the tunnel. Oh dear. Enemy sighted. Is that Urban Decay? Here? In the tunnel? Alright. So this is ammo. And this is our first secondary weapon, the Swarmers. Swarmers. Which are rockets, basically. We're just gonna have to go around, I guess. Hello? Is that a... Are we approaching our... Are we approaching our first... Is this a... Get me out of here. Somebody get me out of here. Oh, no. It's just a gun turret. There is a tank type that has machine guns as their primary weapon. The moto tank. Like, what if it was a motorcycle, but also a tank? We'll get there. I'm sure. I'm sure. Sooner than later. I'm just shooting. I'm blasting. I feel like ammo is not an issue. Maybe the next time I do this, I up the difficulty a little bit. I'm unused to doing well. Oh dear. What happened to that guy? Let's fire the Swarmers. Swarmers are a series of 3 rockets. You see that in the intro cutscene. 3 rockets flying out. I made it! Now, this is going by pretty quick. Pretty quick, but I don't mind. I really don't mind. Also, it's kind of cute that Griffin has a symbol of a griffin for his, icon. Cool. Times Square, the soul of the Big Apple, was a place where thousands used to come to ring in the new year with tidings of good cheer and joy. When the ball dropped in 2001, it opened the doors of Armageddon, ringing a nightmare of mass destruction. Now Times Square is the territorial home of the urban Decay. Destroy 15 tanks! Oh dear. And that glowing thing right ahead is a mine. Running it over will result in my doom. I'm being shot at. Why is he not getting... What? Alright, so I've got my radar, my trusty radar. Do I still 2-shot them? I do. Good. Well. Oh dear. I'm pressing the wrong buttons. I'm trying to do this. I made a big deal, to talk about the whole, oh, you can strafe with arcade mode, and I'm not even doing it. I'm basically acting like I'm on easy mode, because I am on easy mode. Whoop. Pardon me. Excuse me. Coming through. Ouch. Is that 1,000 points? For me? You shouldn't have. Oh! My treads are in the wrong direction. Also, I can do this, so I can see a little more clearly. Does it matter? Not really. But sometimes it makes it feel cool. Like this. Oh my gosh. That was cool, huh? Thanks to my trusty radar, I can see they're zooming in. They're zooming in on me, so I zoomed in on them. Get swarmed on. Oh, man. I have no time for turrets. Hi. My name is Griffin Spade. And you? I could have sworn everything in the game was kind of destructible. But maybe not. Whew. Sorry about your stockpile of toxic green sludge, but it had to go. Oh, what is that? What was that a picture of? Must be urban decay. Is this guy hiding? Hey. No hiding. Hey. Come out. Hi. How'd you even get in here? He like built his tank in the middle of this. Oh. How sad for him. Well, I had to do it in 5 minutes, and well, I did. And we continue right along. We're still in New York. The George Washington Bridge is the only way out of New York City. Ain't that the truth? And it's also the urban decay stronghold. The bridge is guarded with mines, gun emplacements, and a huge Goliath tanks to escape from New York. Griffin must first run this gauntlet, which is now known as Stranglehold Bridge. You know, the urban decay, I thought they were cool, because they call themselves the urban decay, but now they're the Stranglehold Bridge, no man's land for a tunnel. Come on. Also, I was kind of unaware that they referred to the tanks as tanks with the X. I mean, only 90s gamers would understand it, but I never knew until now. Wait, is my license plate says eat me? Another thing I never noticed. And here we have grenades. They are grenades. I don't know why a tank has grenades, but here we are. Those stars I pick up when I kill people, it just is a little bit of healing and bonus points, I'm pretty sure. I keep harping on it, but the sequel has so many new, well, not new, but so many more toys to play with. And those grenades took a while to go off. An extra tank! Goody gumdrops. Things are getting a little hectic now. Don't mind me, I just want to get some health, thank you. Oh dear. Turning around. And as you might imagine, vaguely you have tank controls. But not really. You don't have to move. You literally don't have to use the... I mean, it is the N64 after all. You don't have two sticks, really, to move around with. You can swap your grenade as soon as I figure that out. There it goes. So you don't have to stick with whatever bonus item you pick up. This is suddenly very dramatic. I thought their headquarters was in Times Square. Why is Stranglehold Bridge their actual main headquarters? You damaged me. Oh. Come on. I refuse to die in a place like this. Stranglehold Bridge. Ugh. Gee whiz. This looks like it's the end for me. But don't worry, I just picked up an extra tank. So I'm okay. This is Griffin's army after all. I guess I'm not getting the high score. Then again, the only score I'm looking for is with Madison. And for that, I need to get to Northern California. And to do that, I need to get out of New York for once. I don't have grenades. Unfortunately, that means I will not be able to get there. Oh, and there's the Goliath. Yes, yes. So here's the thing about the Goliaths. They two-shot the M1 Abrams I'm using. So, yeah. I need to figure out how to deal with that. Okay, I have an idea. I will use grenades. Hey, you. Stop. Goliaths are slower, but because they two-shot you, it kind of doesn't matter. Can I get that? Thank you. What if I snipe him? Is it allowed? Or do my shots disappear with Fog of War? Because if I just do a little of this action, he'll eventually die. And I'll never have to deal with him. Uh-huh. I'm getting that extra life just in case. I'm getting that extra life just in case. I'm getting the extra life just in case. I'm getting the... Alright, that's good enough, I guess.
Power up.
I needed the bonus points.
Power up.
Extra tank. And the final bit of health. Here we go. Ow. Am I getting shot at? By who? Oh, you. Why? What? Oh yes, they have a spawner. That's basically a spawner. Yes. That exists in the sequel as well, but not in the same way. Alright, well. Time to meet my doom. Oh dear. We'll handle it like this. We'll handle it like this. Goliath this. Oh, what's the matter, Goliath? Hiding? Oh, I said, what's the matter, Goliath? Hiding? What's the matter? Are you afraid of David? Call me David Spade, because you're a... I got you.
Power up.
I won. I did it. Made it. Made it. Made it 3 exclamation points, they said. Well, I had 8 minutes to do this, and I did it in 5. So many points. I'm just so cool. Wow. I lost 1 tank, but they gave me 3 bonus tanks. So I think I've escaped New York. I think I'll call it here. Again, this, I think, is a very short campaign in terms of total time taken to do it. As you can see, every level is like 5 minutes or something like that. We'll be moving into the Midwest, I think, next, to like Chicago, maybe. And then after that, it's New Mexico? Nevada? One of those areas. And then California. So they're the kind of regions we have to work with. So I'm I think I'm going to break them up into regions. So I've gone through New York. We'll go to the Midwest next. I'll see you then.